Movie camera: The murder at Meadowfield Vicarage. Chapter 1. Shadows over Meadowfield. The village of Meadowfield seemed quiet. Too quiet. But beneath its calm, dark whispers floated. Everyone feared and hated one man, Major Blackwood. Arrogant, cruel, despised by his neighbours. At a tea gathering, a villager muttered, "If only someone would rid us of Major Blackwood, life here would be peaceful again." Miss Marple's sharp eyes caught the bitterness in their tone, and she knew. Hatred this deep never ends without blood. But no one in the village imagined that within 24 hours, Major Blackwood would be found dead. Chapter 2. A locked room mystery. Morning bells rang across Meadowfield, but inside the vicarage study, Major Blackwood's lifeless body lay in a pool of blood. The door, locked from the inside, the inspector declared suicide. But Miss Marple noticed something strange. The gun was placed in his left hand, yet Major Blackwood was right hand. No, this was not suicide. This was murder, she whispered. If it was murder, how did the killer escape a locked room? Chapter 3. The suspects emerge. The village soon boiled with gossip. Grace Blackwood, the wife, broken by years of cruelty. Edward Harris, the painter, young, close to Grace, and full of secrets. Dr. Simmons, the village doctor humiliated by Major in public. Thomas the gardener, whose daughter Major insulted mercilessly. Every one of them had a motive. Every one of them could have killed him. But the real killer was hiding in plain sight. Chapter 4. Confessions in the dark. Then came the shock. Edward Harris stood in the square and cried, "Yes, I killed him. He tortured Grace. I could not bear it." The inspector prepared to close the case. But hours later, Grace confessed too. "No, it was me. I killed him. I pulled the trigger." 2 confessions, 2 killers. But Miss Marple's eyes narrowed. No, neither of them is telling the truth. If neither Grace nor Edward, then who pulled the trigger? Chapter 5. Clues nobody saw. Miss Marple walked through the vicarage study, her eyes sharper than any detective's. She noticed the village clock tower had chimed late that night, exactly 10 minutes late. She saw the half-burnt diary page in the fireplace, and a muddy footprint, belonging to someone who had no reason to be inside. Piece by piece, she built the puzzle, and slowly, the killer's shadow grew clearer. One man's perfect alibi was about to collapse. Chapter 6. The final gathering. Miss Marple gathered everyone in the drawing room. Her voice was soft, but her words were like knives. Grace did not kill her husband. Edward did not kill him either. The truth is, Major Blackwood was murdered by someone terrified of exposure. All eyes turned. The silence grew heavier. "It was you, Dr. Simmons." He froze. Miss Marple continued, "You shot him to hide your thefts from the parish fund. You staged the locked room. You counted on Edward and Grace to confuse the truth with false confessions." The inspector stared at Simmons, speechless. Would the doctor confess, or try to escape justice? Chapter 7. The truth revealed. Dr. Simmons' face turned pale. He tried to speak, but Miss Marple had already laid down the proof. The burnt diary page was his. The muddy footprint matched his boots, and the clock tower's delay exposed the exact moment he slipped into the study. The inspector snapped the handcuffs shut. The village finally breathed in relief. Miss Marple smiled gently. Evil hides in plain sight, but even the smallest clue always tells the truth. And as Meadowfield returned to calm, Miss Marple knew, deep in her heart, another mystery always waited. If you enjoyed this mystery, subscribe for more thrilling detective stories. Every week, a new secret will be revealed, and a new crime solved.